Usually on this channel, we talk about practices and skills that bring mindfulness into our everyday lives. But today, I want to pause on that. You know how much I love a pause? And talk about one of our biggest hurdles we face, not just in mindfulness, but in life our limiting beliefs, ourselves. And here's the truth these limiting beliefs aren't actually us, they aren't our stories, they aren't our facts. Hello, friend, and welcome to Torches, Yoga, and Mindfulness. I'm Lauren, and I'll be your coach. Limiting beliefs are thoughts we've repeated so often or absorbed from others that they start to feel like truths. They become mental barriers that shape how we see ourselves, the world, and what we allow ourselves to do. Some come from family patterns passed down for generations. Others come from disappointments, trauma, self criticism, or social conditioning. They often sound like, I'm not good enough. I'll just fail if I try. People can't be trusted, or they'll judge me. I don't deserve any better. When they show up, they often carry the voice of one of five messengers: time bound, disconnected, incomplete, unworthy, or unloved. If you recognize one of these themes in your thoughts, that's your clue. That's a cue. This is not truth. It's just a limiting belief. And once we recognize them, we can begin to reframe them and move past them. Left unchecked, limiting beliefs hold us back. Believing you'll fail before you even start leads to missed opportunities. Expecting hurt in relationships keeps you from deeper connections. Living with self doubt can spiral into low self esteem, anxiety, and depression. But here's the good news: we don't have to stay stuck. With awareness and compassion, we can release these limiting beliefs and make space for our real truths. And that's what today's guided meditation is for. Together, we'll uncover our own limiting beliefs, practice compassionate self forgiveness, and reframe them into truths that support our growth and our well being. If you'd like, you can bring supportive tools with you: crystals like rose quartz for self love, rhodonite for balance, clear quartz for clarity, or smoky quartz for release. Herbs such as chamomile, lavender, lemon balm, or basil can also help you find calm and openness. Essential oils like frankincense, lavender, or bergamot, these can help to shift your mindset towards a lightness. These aren't required, of course, they're simply allies if you enjoy working with them. All right, friend, if you need to hit pause to grab any items, go ahead and do so now and meet me back here in a comfortable seated or reclined position. All right, friend, before we drift off into our internal landscapes, let's take a few, 3 deep breaths to help welcome in relaxation so we're open to the practice. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose for at least 4 counts. On this exhale, allow the muscles in the face, jaw, and neck to relax. One more inhale. If your tongue is resting on the roof of your mouth, let it drop down. One more full deep inhale. Feel your chest and abdomen expanding to welcome in the new oxygen. And with this exhale, the wave of relaxation flows over your shoulders, arms, chest, lower back, hips, and down to your feet. Allow your breath to find its natural rhythm and consider for a moment your life, your experiences, your trials and triumphs, your connection to yourself and others. Are there any memories or feelings that stand out to you? Memories or feelings that still hold so much of your energy. They bring themselves to the front of your mind continually. Pick one of these memories or feelings and give it your full attention for just a moment. If you have connected with a memory that leaves you feeling hurt or angry or disconnected from others, ask yourself, what am I believing about myself here? Do you feel powerless, unloved, or unworthy? For a moment, we are going to allow this belief to be heard so that we may investigate it. Maybe first we ask ourselves if we really believe this to be true. See if you can come up with any evidence countering the energetic belief. Still investigating, ask yourself, how long have you believed this about yourself? Consider this belief to be real, but not true. It was a very real part of your life, but that doesn't mean it should continue to be. Ask yourself, what has it been like to live with this belief, limited by its negativity? Ask, have we allowed it to influence our relationship with others? Has it interfered with our moments of rest and relaxation? Has it had an impact on my body, my heart? From your most compassionate part, what do you need right now? Do the feelings left behind from this belief need to have their story heard? Do they just need to sit with you, knowing they can be nurtured and healed? Offer whatever care is needed. Feel free to reach out to a higher power, a spiritual figure. Ask for help to care for this hurt, this anger, or this emptiness. Maybe we need to remind ourselves that it's okay to trust in ourselves, to trust in love, and to turn towards love. Take a moment now to notice how the limiting belief, the weight it carried, notice how it feels now, and if there are any changes or movement. Ask yourself now, what would my life be like if I didn't believe something was wrong or missing from me? Perhaps you feel some tension release or expansion as the belief lightens as you wake up to the truth of who you really are. If it feels right, let the limiting belief know that its presence in your life before this point is acknowledged and that it is no longer needed. We are no longer going to hold on to this as we grow into our best selves. We are no longer going to allow it to influence our lives. No judgment is needed on ourselves for having held the limiting belief, no matter how long. It is normal, natural, and perfectly fine. You made no mistakes. Before we move on from here, give yourself some nurturing compassion. Say quietly or aloud, I forgive myself for buying into the idea of this limiting belief. Our minds and bodies have spent so much energy over the years feeding into this negative limiting belief. Let's direct that energy to have a new task and responsibility in place of the limiting belief. Let's form a new true belief. It may just be the opposite of what the previous perception was. I am loved. I am worthy. I am connected and open to connectedness. If you struggle to find a way to reframe the belief, maybe try, my only truth is that I am a being in a human experience, and I am capable and worthy of what feels right in my life. My only truth is that I am a being in a human experience, and I am capable and worthy of what feels right in my life. Notice how this new truth shows up in your body. Is there a sensation or a lightness in the chest, shoulders, or head? Does it come with an uncertainty? Does it bring calm and contentedness? Explore and get to know the feelings your new truth brings. As you're ready, we're going to work to come back to the space we're sitting in, bringing with you your new truth. Take a few deep inhales to allow it to settle into your being. Welcome little movements back into the body, starting with little wiggles in the fingers and toes, elbows and knees. Maybe have a few neck rolls. One more deep inhale, and as you're ready, flutter your eyes open and come back to this space with me. Welcome back, friend. How are you feeling? Take a moment to notice what shifted for you, whether that's a lighter body, a calmer mind, or simply a little more clarity. This is a practice you can return to anytime. Each time you revisit it, the old belief will loosen its grip a little bit more, and your new truth will take deeper root. Be gentle with yourself. Rewriting patterns that have lived in us for years takes patience and care. If you'd like, close this practice out with a bit of journaling, noting the belief you released and anything that came up for you. And write down the truth you're choosing instead. Revisiting your words often until they feel natural and alive in your daily life. Remember, you are not your limiting beliefs. You are worthy, loved, and capable of living in your truth. If you found this meditation supportive and connecting, please make sure to like and subscribe and share with a friend or a loved one who could use a moment of self-compassion as well. And if you struggled with this, whether connecting with your inner self, those limiting beliefs, or if something really heavy came up for you, please remember I also do this as a one-on-one coach. I have sessions available and also a free 15-minute clarity call where you can where we can talk and connect and see what mindfulness would look like in your life or what a mindfulness coach session might look like for you. All right, friend, thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in your practice today. Thank you for sharing a piece of your day with me. Stay present, stay kind to yourself, and I will see you soon.